With the Ion update only 8 days away from being released and Project Apex lurking in the background for a really long time, I thought it would be a good idea to review this game one more time to see if it's up to the challenge against Ion. I don't know if you guys have seen this already, but on the latest version of Project Apex, the UI has been updated and you can see there is a little race mode here and then a dealership, which makes me feel like the update is getting very close. But the fact we're gonna have a race mode and dealership makes me very hopeful for the release of the game. Dealership probably gonna be like a car shop, and that's a good way to include progression in your game. Like, players don't have to be doing the same thing over and over. Like, they're gonna be buying new cars, maybe upgrading them. I don't know how it's gonna work. And the race mode is definitely gonna be very cool as well. They have recently posted pictures of them testing the race mode. I'm gonna put them up on screen, and it's just a simple leaderboard. The gaps work, the laps work. It looks like they were doing a 3-lap race, so I'm very excited to see how that goes. Watch car. Oh yeah, I don't know if I showed you this, but there was an April Fool's car added to the game with the race mode that we might see. I think we might also see a lobby system, because Airman posted this picture of a lobby system they've had for a long time, and if they are releasing a race mode now, I think it's gonna be similar to whatever this is, which is definitely very interesting. I always wanted some sort of lobby system in racing games where you could like make lobbies, and before you like similar to F1 2021 or like all the Codemaster games. And this car, oh my god, this car has so much oversteer. Like, I feel like I'm either getting wheel spin or this car has no... Okay, well, it has a rear wing. I don't know how effective it is though. I'm also wondering if we could see like different car series enter Project Apex, like it expands out of F1 or open wheelers maybe. Especially if they have that lobby system, because if you can make lobbies, you can probably choose what cars you want to race on, and that's definitely gonna help. Oh my god, I just hit a bump. But that's definitely gonna help the game grow. It's gonna include people from so many different racing communities, which increases the potential player base. I mean, just right now, the game has like about 80 players compared to Ion, which has 222, and all that the game has right now is just cars on tracks. You can spawn the cars, drive them around, do hot laps, but that's basically it. And it has like 40%, almost 50% of what Ion has right now. I mean, even if it had 30%, that would be concerning. Either that tells me people are getting fed up with Ion, or this game really has potential and people value it more than whatever Ion has. I mean, the game does have way better graphics, and we kind of know a lot of people really like the graphics, and like they value the graphics massively, and they might even play just because of the graphics. But once the race mode comes out, the dealership actually starts working and so on, there's gonna be way more to compare than just the graphics, because you're gonna be judging how buggy the game is, how many features it has, and potentially how the cars handle. I mean, I've always said I'm not the biggest fan of how the cars handle. I am getting used to it. I kind of like it a little bit now. It's still very hard to deal with the bumps, but I think if they get a solution to the bumps, this car handling is gonna be completely fine as well. I mean, I don't mind this, it's just mainly the bumps ruining your hot lap. But yeah, sometimes you're too scared to like push to the limit because you're scared the bump can ruin your entire lap. This guy has done 28 laps in the server. Oh my god, what is he doing? Ooh, they should add controller support to the pit stop thingy. But yeah, I'm definitely excited for like the fuller release of this game. They've been showing all the different liveries they've made as well for the 2022 cars, and I really hope they make it so like you can race different generations of car, like everyone has to use this same generation. That's definitely gonna be fun. You just see a bunch of 90s cars racing around, or maybe like the 2003 cars racing around on this track, Magny Course. This has to be one of my favorite tracks, by the way. I just love it very much. It's quite short and it's very fast flowing, which makes me really enjoy it. Like, some corners you can take it flat out if you have the courage. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think Project Apex has the potential to beat Ion, or do you think Ion will just keep dominating? But in my opinion, Ion has been quite innovative in the past, But just because a game has been innovative in the past, or a league has been innovative in the past, doesn't mean it's gonna stay that way forever. Or I mean, you can innovate, like bring something completely new, something very advanced or whatever. Doesn't mean it's gonna be good or fun, especially if you have bugs and also lack of updates. I mean, like if you want to keep a game alive, you need at least like weekly, bi-weekly or monthly update. I mean, you see games like Pet Simulator get an update every week, if not every 2 weeks, and that's what keeps the player base alive. Whenever players reach a ceiling, whenever they feel like they've done everything, they've explored everything, they get a new package of content so they can just explore. For Ion, this could be just like new cars or mainly new tracks. I guess that would be the case for every F1 game, but right now even Ion hasn't reached its full potential, because just having new tracks or cars every update sounds like something you would do after doing everything that's possible, which right now Ion still, I feel like, lacks a lot of features. But then again, the reason it has the most players is because it is one of the games that has the most features. I mean, besides Formula Roblox, it's like the game with the most features. I mean, my dream game would be a game that has Project Apex graphics, Formula Roblox features, and maybe Ion gameplay. I don't know. I mean, if it just has the Project Apex graphics and Formula Roblox scripting and features, it would be like the most elite game in terms of Roblox F1. But yeah, I've heard rumors that Project Apex has fixed the bumps maybe once they release. I'm not sure if that's fully confirmed. I don't know how they fixed it, but apparently they fixed it, and apparently it's very fun to drive without bumps. I'm also really interested to see if we're gonna get like some sort of Game Pass system in Project Apex, like the cars that we're testing right now. Are they gonna be Game Pass cars, or maybe we need to buy them? So I definitely recommend you play the game and test out all the cars right now while you can, in case they become behind the paywall and you need to spend Robux to try them. Yeah, I think this is one of the quickest cars around this track. It's what I use whenever I try to hot lap here. But yeah, in my opinion, once Project Apex does its full release, which I think is getting very close, it's definitely gonna be past an Ion, considering the fact that the next Ion update isn't like a major change, and there isn't anything major besides a content drop that includes the new cars, the new tracks, and a couple of new features, I guess. But yeah, if the Ion update is underwhelming and the Project Apex release comes very soon, I think this game is gonna be in the lead of the road racing scene. I mean, Ion still has one of the best leagues, or at least the most advanced leagues and the biggest leagues in the Roblox racing scene, but that lead can definitely change at any moment. I mean, I think the main reason Ion has one of the biggest leads is the media production. It's like one of the greatest in Roblox. Like, no other league spends that much time setting up graphics and so on. I mean, that doesn't necessarily make a league better. It definitely makes it slightly better to watch though. But I think if a league is fundamentally good, like the actual racing is good, the drivers are good, the way it's made is good, I think I can just start streaming it myself and it would end up being bigger, because the fans are looking for a good league, not just a league that's fun to watch. I don't need to spend hours on graphics and so on. There you go, I just set a 113.6. I think that was a very slow lap. I've set a 110.6 actually on this car, on this track, and you can see the bumps are definitely a big problem. I mean, Ion is guilty of having bumps like on most of the tracks as well. Something very annoying that Roblox racers have to deal with. But I guess when you choose to play Roblox over like the proper F1 games, you are signing up for this. Which I must say, it's surprisingly good looking. Like, the game has very good scenery and doesn't lag that much. That's very impressive in my opinion. But yeah, if I had to give a rating for this version of the game, I'd give it a 6.8. Okay, let's make it a 6.9. I don't want to really give it a 7 yet, because as we know, it lacks a lot of features, but I still do just join the game from random times and just start driving, setting hot laps, trying to set a personal best time. I mean, I don't even do that with Ion anymore. I haven't played Ion in so long. I rarely play it, and that's mainly because I feel like there's nothing more to do. I mean, if Ion had like a ranked racing system, like an elo system for race mode, similar to the skill rating in Formula Roblox, I'd be grinding every day out there trying to get the highest rank, but that's not the case. So let's hope it does come in the next update. But yeah, I'm not trying to cause any problems between the two games. I personally just want the best for Roblox Racing. If that's Ion, I'm happy with it. If it's Project Apex, I'm also happy. If it's both of them, I'm also happy. You know, I would prefer like if the pie was bigger rather than one of the games have a bigger slice for themselves. Like, you know how like games, all the Roblox F1 games share a player base. Like if you have a lot of players, that means you're taking them away from other games. But in my opinion, I'd be happy to see both of them are like on 500 players. Both of them bringing new people in, because the success of Roblox F1 does mean the success of myself, but I am such a big Roblox F1 fan that I would just be happy to see the industry thrive. And I would also be happy that the community has like different options. They're not forced to play one game because it's the only one that's like properly made. They have two different choices and they can make a decision on which one they want to play. And of course right now it's going to be very difficult as well to pass Ion because people have invested so much time and even money or like Robux into it. They've spent money on game passes and a lot of time trying to max out their cars. Even myself, I'm guilty of that, but I don't think it's going to be a hard transition for myself. Maybe for others it might be though. But yeah, that's my 2 cents about what I think will happen in the future of Roblox Racing and about Project Apex and the Ion rivalry that's going on. And I hope it's like turns out better for the community rather than just one of the games. I want it to be better for both of them. And yeah, I see you guys for the next video. I think a lot of new updates are coming soon, so make sure to smash that subscribe button to not miss my uploads on those. Also smash the like button on this video if you enjoyed it and found it informative. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.